For this research project, I chose 4 different beaches in the Bay Area to see firsthand where the problem of ocean pollution begins. The first beach I went to was Crissyfield Beach. The weather was near perfect. People were laying on the hot sand, others having a picnic, and some just enjoying themselves. Not long after walking along the beach, I came across my first findings of marine pollution, some such being a plastic bag, fruit roll-up wrapper, wooden coffee stirrer, a plastic water bottle wrapper, and a bottle cap. I additionally found a source of non-point pollution entering the bay, which is a result of excess forms of oils from urban or suburban areas that are washed away in runoffs. This is the only beach where I could see non-point pollution. As I made my way back to the car, I saw 2 large black bins labeled trash and recycling. Crissyfield had a ton of trash bins around the entrance of the beach, which made it clear where to properly throw away your trash. For my second adventure, I drove across the Golden Gate Bridge once again and headed south to Ocean Beach. Unlike Crissyfield, this beach was much wider, meaning more tourism and marine pollution. Upon entering the beach, there were 2 large brown trash bins, just as I saw at Crissyfield, once again making it very easy for the people who visited the beach to throw away their trash appropriately. Once I got down to the beach, there were a few pieces of trash along the cement walls. I noticed that towards the end of the beach, there was a big group of people, so I made my way to explore. While walking along the mixture of dry and wet sand, I found many pieces of marine pollution, some similar to my findings at Crissyfield, while others were new, such as alcoholic beverages and wood slabs. Unlike the other beaches I visited, I found a lot of beer bottles at Ocean Beach, some buried under the sand, only exposing the caps. After walking down to the end, I realized the large crowd of people was a big tournament of Ultimate Frisbee. There were a ton of people watching and participating. However, with this big crowd of people, I noticed a ton of trash being left behind as people finished up their games. Out of all the beaches I visited, this one had the most amount of pollution. For my third destination, I drove to Rodeo, also known as Cronkite. This beach was by far the most clean. I arrived at Rodeo near sunset to see if there was a similarity between the time that I arrived at the beach to the amount of pollution, but realized that the time of day did not affect the pollution on the beach, but rather the attraction. I came back the next day to look for more trash because the first time I was unsuccessful. After walking along the sand, I only found a few pieces of marine pollution, such as a few brown napkins and a water bottle wrapper. Just like the other beaches, there were bins as you were entering the beach to put your recycling and your trash into. However, Rodeo had 2 large green recycling bins and 4 brown trash bins. For my final beach, I visited Stinson. I wasn't surprised to only see a few cars in the parking lot early this morning, but even though there were a few people on the beach, the amount of marine pollution did not change. When entering the beach, there were 2 brown bins labeled recycling and trash, just like all the other beaches I visited, once again making it very easy for visitors to throw away their trash. The first item I saw was a toddler's blue shoe. Next were a few used cigarettes, utensils, and a plastic bag. Unlike the other beaches, Stinson had a lot of cigarettes in the stand. Through my findings of marine pollution at these 4 beaches, I decided to make a piece of artwork out of them. Using this video after walking along Crissyfield as an inspiration, I began my artwork, only using items of trash that were most commonly found throughout my adventures: cigarettes, masks, caps, gloves, and paper. I first drew out my image, then began painting on my canvas as well as the items of trash. Then I hot glued the items to the canvas. I wanted to capitalize on the growing issue of point, non-point, and marine pollution in our oceans by drawing the bay out of things that are threatening and damaging our marine organisms.